Hey, Scorpios, a long time no talk. Okay, let's get into it. Yeah, let's just go for it. It's been a while. I hope you guys are doing well. My background's changed a little bit. It's a little bit quieter where I am. Hopefully for the future, this is where I think I'll be doing my readings until and or if my location changes. What's this on the bottom? The Mystic. Okay. What do we have for Scorpio? What does Scorpio need to know in October? It's the craziest thing. Like, I'm really hesitant, which is weird, because I was like super gung-ho about doing your reading, and now all of a sudden I'm like, do I want to do it right now? Like, is this a good idea? Should I wait a little bit? I don't. Okay, Pisces was a little heavy. Scorpio, you're a little hesitant, a lot of questioning, uncertainty. Okay, let's see what Spirit wants to talk about. Okay. The Mentor. I'm actually going to keep this one as your bottom card. The Mentor. Mentor, the King, the Vision, the Mirror. Okay. So with your King card, I'm hearing action leading to harmony or action leading to enlightenment. Action leading to harmony resulting in enlightenment is what I'm hearing, okay? Something about the stamp of approval. Something about a stamp of approval. Scorpio, it feels like, actually, like I'm not wanting to get into this, but I'm wanting to get into this. It's the weirdest thing. Like, I have, there's so much hesitancy, and I don't, this isn't like me, right? Like, when I get excited about something, I'm like, let's go. Okay, so here's what I'm hearing. I'll show you your cards. You got the King, the Vision, and the Mirror. Okay, so first and foremost, sorry, before I start reading for you, thank you so much for being here with me today. If you're new to my channel, thank you for visiting. If you've been here before, welcome back. As you all know, if you don't know, I'll remind you, time is the most valuable currency to me, and I appreciate you for spending your time with me. Excuse my junk, y'all. Okay, so with the King card, I'm getting, there is, I feel like this King is the energy that you're putting out, right? I will tell you, I normally just take these cards upright. However, there is reversal for them as well, but this one specifically came out sideways. And so I feel like there are some of you vibrating in the upright King, and then there's some of you that are vibrating kind of like in the lower levels of a reverse King, if you will. What does that mean? So what I'm getting is out of the darkness into the light. Okay, perfect. So I just heard out of the darkness into the light. If you look at the bottom of this card, it starts off very dark, and as you know, you work your way up, you gradually get lighter. So what I'm hearing is that some of you have found yourselves, or may have found yourselves, within dark spaces here lately, at least within the past year, 12 weeks, 12 months, 12 days. No, not 12 years. Okay. And what's happening is there's growth that's been happening, but it's almost like you're unaware of it. And because of this growth, it's like I'm hearing the growth is catching you at a moment of vulnerability. And for a lot of you, I'm hearing it's fucking you up. But you are slowly working your way to being enlightened about self. This is okay, perfect. Thank you. I'm like, what? I don't understand. Okay. Scorpio, you guys see yourself with the vision. You see yourself a certain way, right? And it's giving like, I know me, I know who I am, and nobody can tell me different. But then it's like, I'm hearing, I see myself as I am, but then there are things, whether it be people, situations, whatever, that are mirroring back to you a type of truth that you weren't able to see before. I hope that makes sense. And I'm hearing there's something about this kingly energy, this I'm hearing J. Cole Power Trip. It's almost like there's a fear and a hesitancy to see yourself not as you see you, but as you really are. I hope that makes sense. This is okay. Y'all gotta help me with these words. Like, we gotta let's I don't want to say dumb it down, but let's make this listener friendly. Okay, so they're showing me Midas, right? They said something about the Midas touch, and it's like you see everything that you're capable of, and you see everything that you've accomplished, and so you hold yourself in high esteem, which is very beautiful. But there's also like an ego complex here, they're like twisted, warped. They're giving me all these words. It's like not completely factual image of self, or not completely factual vision of self. It's distorted. That's the easiest way for me to say it. There's a distorted perception of self that I feel like has been causing a lot of blockages, leading to hesitancy. And it's with the way that you perceive things. And there are things, full moon, when's the next full moon? There are things that are being shown to you, that are being mirrored to you throughout your interactions, if you will. I hope this is hidden, because this one's a little crazy. And it has something to do with cycles. I will tell you that. And they're like, you have to learn these cycles because you are the mentor. You have a way. Come on. I don't know what that is. You're supposed to be this mentor. You guys have owls here. Whoa. The owl could be very significant to you. But there's a lot of knowledge. And it's like, your knowledge isn't wrong. It just needs to be fine-tuned, if you will, is what I'm hearing. It's like, yes, you're good, but we need you in a certain place so that when you start mentoring and teaching these disciples, if you will, what it is you know, we need to make sure that you're teaching from an enlightened place and not from a toxic vision of self. Okay. Oh, let's see, what is this? Okay. Okay. So, Scorpio, you guys have love coming your way. It literally says romance is in the air. Maybe this is love of self. Could be a love of another person. Be looking around the month of December for this to happen. You got the rose, December, and then you got Cain, which is pay attention to your health. Again, health can be anything: physical health, mental health, spiritual health. We'll, dig more into it as we go. Wanted to pop out, but it didn't. But I'm going to take it anyway because I feel like I should. Again, with this, I don't, you know what? Spade's a spade. Y'all know everything I say is in love and light. It's not meant to be hurtful. It's not meant to be toxic. But there needs to be a perception change. I'm getting hangman energy with your wreath card. The king and vision. There has to be Spirit would like you to have a perception change on something that you feel like you've lost out on. Because there's more to the story of what you're wanting to see right now. All right, you got the goldfish. And what I'm getting is you don't have to do anything. Life's about free will. But they would like you to kind of mule, literally, that's not how I meant it, but they kind of want you to mule over this situation that you feel like you've lost, or this situation where you feel like you might have taken an L in. And they're saying they're keeping you in this holding space, if you will, because it says somebody is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. And no shade, all right? No judgment, no shade. I'm just, spade's a spade. I feel, Scorpio, like this is you. I feel like because you have this king, or quote unquote emperor, which is higher than the king, but an emperor is divinely connected because they're well-rounded in every aspect. I feel like with this king energy, it is keeping you in a very stubborn and stuck state of mind. And I'm hearing you are your own worst enemy. You are holding yourself in this pattern that you're trying to let go of. And by them keeping you in this holding, or this period of contemplation, it's actually going to help increase your spiritual growth if you choose to do the work, okay? And once you have gotten to a place of more, I guess, self-actualization, if you will. Once you've gotten to a place of more self-actualization, this is preparing you for a new love that's going to come into you. Maybe in the month of December, maybe this person is a Capricorn, or an Aquarius and was born in the month of December. Your people are talking, Scorpio, because you also got the turkey, right? And it's still under vision. Again, it's something about the way that you are seeing something, the way that you are choosing to view something. It has you feeling or physically making stupid decisions, right? And it's like, what I'm hearing is, I know better, but it's like, I can't help myself. I hope that resonates for whoever's supposed to hear it. And it's like, there's contemplation as to, okay, dealings or relationship with a woman. We'll keep getting into this. Let me just get the cards out and then we'll talk about it. But I feel like this is like, I see what I'm doing. I acknowledge what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing, and I know that this isn't good for me, the choices that I'm making, but it's almost like an autopilot this is the way it's always been, so this is the way it's going to continue to be. And it's like, it's, in a way, it's very self-destructive is what I'm getting. It's very self-destructive. And perfect. Can I get 3? I actually pulled out different cards for you, but they were like, no, they wanted these cards. Period of depression. Yeah. So you guys, okay. Oh shit, you guys got a lot. Okay, okay. We'll work this out. Okay. 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 Let me read first. We'll get to those cards because obviously those wanted to come out. Okay. So here's what I'm getting, right? It feels like, Scorpio, what I am feeling is that you guys are being forced to see yourself as something other than the king. But this is how you're supposed to be seeing yourself, because this is what's going to get you into this actual king energy, this power energy that I feel like, you know, this is where you're supposed to be, right? And not a toxic king. This is like, okay, thank you. They're like, we want you to be the best version of yourself for the people that we're sending to you. And I'm hearing it's more than one. It's not one thing or another. So I can tell you, for some of you, this situation that is giving you or causing you some type of depression does have something to do with a woman, be it a mother, sister, female friend, lover, what have you. Romance is in the air, sorrow over loss, someone is behaving stupidly, slowly, surely getting ahead. You guys are doing this work, like you're seeing it. It's moving very slowly, but you are seeing it. And there's something about, specifically, I'm getting accusations with the mirror. Scorpio, were you guys accused of something, or did you accuse someone of something? Because you were stepping into something that was new for you and kind of scary. And so, okay. Whew. It's hitting a little too close for home. Give me a second. I gotta pull my energy out of this because this is not how I want this reading to go. Okay. With the mirror, somebody showed you a portion of yourself that you did not like, and it caused you some internal conflict. This could have been something that came from a new experience that you were like, this is so out of my norm. I don't even know how to approach this. But in doing so, you could have unintentionally made some stupid mistakes. You could have realized the blessing that you had, or there's so many things coming at me. I'm so sorry. You could have realized the blessing that you had, but it's like, it was almost like an autopilot self-destruct thing is what I'm getting. Paying attention to your health. You have something about health twice here. So you have, where did it go? Okay, you had 2 things about health. I can't find it right now. Be paying attention to your health, specifically in the month of December. How do y'all want me to do this? Because there's so many messages. Like, how do you want to move? Tell me how to move, and I'll move. Something about a helping hand or a leg up. And the feeling of, this is how it's always going to be. Things are never going to change. The Spirit is telling you things will change. There's something coming for you. It's very exciting, but you have to get through this perception of self and see yourself as, okay, they're like, everybody has good intentions, right? For the most part. Speaking high vibrational only, right? There's normally a very good intention with most things. And so, Scorpio, you guys are so mentally sound that, and because you guys explore your mind so much, it's almost like when it comes to changing your mind, it can be very difficult. Stubborn, the mule, stubborn. It can be very difficult because you delve into your mind so much, and it's repetitive. Hence the circles, the cycles. Thank you, Spirit. Hence the circles and the cycles, right? Because I was actually going to use these cards for you, and they were like, no, get the circle cards out. You guys are so in your mind and in your thoughts, not in a bad way. This is your divine blessing, because you have the ability to go in, and what you think, you have the ability to make factual, even if it is not factual. That's the curse of these situations, right? So what I'm getting is that because you have dominion over the mind and how you choose to perceive things, there's a stubbornness that comes with it. And so what I'm getting is that they want you to be more open, because you have good things coming for you. You have love. You have the opportunity. They corrected me. They're like, they have the opportunity at love, but you have to want the opportunity. And by showing that you want it, it's taking the time to go within self yet again and saying, hey, let me reevaluate these thoughts. Let me reevaluate how I see myself. Let me reevaluate how I am projecting. And there are people who are showing you, this is what you show us when you step out into the world. This is what you show us when you come to us. And unfortunately, again, with the most love, Scorpio, what I'm getting is that what you were seeing is something that you don't like, because it's causing some type of sadness within you. There is, that's it. A period of health. I told you there was another one. That was your shadow card, the fly. A period of ill health, depression. I feel like, I told you with this, the King card, I felt like it was mental health. And there it is with depression. This isn't gonna be forever. I know, a lot of ums. This isn't something that's forever. Spirit doesn't want you in this energy. They want you to see, to make corrections. And when I tell you corrections, it's not even corrections. They're like modifications. Like, okay, tweak this, tighten this, loosen this up a little bit, and you're on it. Because you are supposed to be teaching people. You are a mentor to people. You have the ability to lead, which is why you have this king energy, this masculine energy. You see where action needs to be taken, you take action, and you lead from an educated place. Whew. Okay, because you're able to see yourself as you truly are, and you're able to see how you project yourself to the outside world. Hope that makes sense. Okay. Okay, what else do you have for my Scorpio? You guys have a lot of good things coming your way. You got the gong with a sighting event. You got the 4-leaf clover with great good fortune. The goldfish with increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. You guys have a lot going for you. I'm gonna take these in reverse. All right, what do we got? How do you want these? All right. With the king. Okay. I'm being told to tell you, beware of they're saying the power of seduction, but they're like reverse of the seduction of power. Remember where you came from specifically is what I'm being told. Everyone has a beginning somewhere. There's a, a lot of phrases. Come on, help me help myself. Okay. Just go. Okay, can I get one more, please? Just one, please. Like, even my cards are being stubborn. I'm asking for one, and they're like, nah, just kidding. We're gonna give you as many as we want. Very, very stubborn energy. Just one. Legacy. Okay, perfect. Okay. So, this row right here specifically is catching my attention. But we're gonna do this. Got it. All right. So with the king, again, they're warning you. You know, be very discerning with yourself. Right? There is power. There's seduction with power. With power comes seduction, and it's not like a sexy thing. It's like, yo, I can do whatever I want. Like, I say jump, you say how high. Like, come through. Like, that's what I'm getting from this. They're telling you to be very cautious of this energy. You're a healer. You are supposed to bring light to people. You're supposed to bring joy and happiness, because your energy, Scorpio, your energy overall, it's hidden through a lot of this ego, and that's okay. But I get that very wholesome and loving and kind and just wanting peace. And you even had the peace card come out here. We're not there yet, but you had the peace card come out here, and we're gonna get into that too. But I feel like there's something going on that's got you on a power trip. Again, J. Cole, if you're familiar with the song, check the song out. You know, there might be, the lyrics might have a message for you in there, but I'm getting power trip from J. Cole. They need you to create your own kingdom. I'm hearing, why fix the wheel if it isn't broken? And it's like, well, sometimes you don't know the wheel is broken until somebody reflects back to you that there's a crack or a chip in your wheel. And so they're like, create your kingdom. Create the most highest vibrational kingdom that you can, because that's what you're supposed to do. That's what they would like you to do. With the vision, you got memory. Again, remember where you came from, not in a toxic way. And I say toxic, and it says someone's behaving stupidly. It's almost like you've forgotten like what it's like to be in that energy of what it is you are trying to overpower. I hope that makes sense for whoever that's for. And they're like, remember the emotions. And I'm hearing, this was done to you as well. This was done to you, and it's almost like you've forgotten, and so you've done it to somebody else, and they're like, no, bring that back. Remember when this was done to you, how it made you feel, specifically the feeling of it, because she's a mermaid, she's in water, she's literally swimming in emotion, which means that says to me that you're overwhelmed with these, at one point, whatever this is about, it was done to you, and you had so many emotions towards it, right? You had so many feelings, and you didn't know what to do with those feelings. And so instead you said, you know what, I'm going to remember this, I'm going to keep this, that way I can make sure I never do it to someone else. But unfortunately, what I'm getting is that with this power trip, you may have unintentionally, you may not have even realized that you were doing it to someone else. Specifically control with illusion. Ooh, Jesus. Okay. Metaverse. Be open is what I'm getting with this metaverse, because it's almost like you've closed yourself off a little bit to the divine. I'm hearing, I used to hear from them more, but not so much anymore. And it's because you're in this energy. It's putting a block to where you can't hear God, the universe, divine, your higher self, whatever you want to call it. You can't hear the same way that you used to. And you want to, because this brings you, when you have this understanding mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, it brings you a type of peace. being able to, I'm here literally hearing, being able to hear God brings me peace. But because I haven't heard God, there's chaos, turmoil, right now in me. And with this card, right, this is a peace card. Remember how I said earlier, there's something about the way you see yourself, the way that you think that you project yourself, and the way that you actually do. She's literally taking a good look in the mirror, and she's like, you know, is what I think I'm giving what I'm actually giving? I want to sit with myself. I need to contemplate this. She's very introspective, which is a core sign of Scorpio. You know, you guys are very, if I've been saying Pisces, my apologies. I did a Pisces reading earlier today, and yeah. It's like, you know, where can I make improvements so that I can get out of this cycle? And if you notice, I'm no longer using circle cards. I'm back to square cards, square one. It's like once you find what this is that you need to tweak, it'll put you back at a positive square one. It's not a restart. You don't have to restart everything all over, but it puts you back in alignment, if you will. Okay. They want you to break out of this protective barrier that you put yourself in. Ask for help. Helping does not make you asking for help does not make you less than. It actually makes you better, because a true king knows that they can't do it alone. They need their queens, you know, they need their court, they need their advisors, right? It's asking for help in a way that is going to break you free, and they're like, quit hesitating on it, just go. Some of you like to go walking, some of you like to be out in nature. Go, because that's where you're going to hear God, the universe. That's where you're going to hear who you like to talk to the best, is in nature. Okay, give me a second with this one. Legacy. Okay, by working through these ideas of self, these ideas of projection, I'm also hearing, okay, for some of you, I'm also hearing, quit giving a fuck what other people think. Other people aren't you. Other people won't understand you, right? That's like, I'm trying to think of a good example. You can't ask a Scorpio to be an Aquarius, right? One's a water sign, one's an air sign. They may have similar traits, they may have things that they do similarly, but it doesn't make one right and one wrong. It makes their path their path. Not all paths need to continue. Again, why fix the wheel if it's not broken? The wheel is broken, you just can't see it. It's like there's cracks, and it's like any day now this wheel's gonna fucking fall apart, and we're trying to tell you fix this wheel now, it is broken. But it's like you care so much about what other people think of you and what it is you're doing that you want to give off this visual, this vision of yourself that is inaccurate. It is to appease other people, and they're like, cut that shit the fuck out. I'm hearing that very day, because very clearly, because you cannot build a legacy on other people's thoughts. Most pioneers are normally ostracized before they become, you know, super famous, right? Again, as the king, you're meant to be known. As the mentor, you're meant to teach people. You're meant to help people. You're meant to literally be the hand that helps, because you had somebody help you. You're supposed to do these things, but if you're too consumed by how the world perceives you, or what you feel like is the way things traditionally should be, and I don't mean your traditions, I mean the traditions of other people. If you're so consumed by that, you'll never find the real you in order to build this legacy that you're trying to build. And from what I saw, a lot of it is monetary, 3D type gain. I actually want to use this card again. I think I low-key like these. All right, let's get some clarifying information. I hope that resonates for whoever needs to hear it. Scorpio, please don't think I'm harping on you. I'm not. I have a very, very deep love for Scorpios. I'm a Scorpio moon. Like, when I tell you emotionally and intuitively, I'm fucking tapped in to the point where it is overwhelming. I get this. I totally get this. Granted, I'm not in this reading, but I feel like this is a lot of like Scorpio bashing, and I don't want you to feel that way at all. That's not my intention. That's not the intention of this reading. They want you to just be you. You are so beautiful and you're so bright. Like, the only negative card, and it's not even fucking negative, is Etan, which is seduction, right? And seduction doesn't have to be bad. It's the perception and how you view it. Other than that, like, these cards are beautiful. They're very vibrant. They're very full of life. Even your cards over here are very vibrant. I'm telling you, it's the closest thing to glitter that you can have on these types of cards. But I love Scorpios. I genuinely do. But you got to come out of this cocoon that you put yourself in as a protection against things that have hurt you in the past. Because it's like, someone who was once very special to me, he said, experience is all I know. And so I'm being called to remember that, because he was a Scorpio. But sometimes when experience is all you know, you prepare yourself for the same types of experiences, and you don't leave yourself open to new ones or ones that can change your mind. And if you don't realize and let go of the past, like, yes, that's how things were then, but I'm a different person now. There's no need for me to have this cocoon, because I've dealt with these emotions. I felt these emotions. I made the conscious decision. You know what? I'm going to be better than the people who did this to me. Until you can get to that point, unfortunately, you will have this stagnant, stuck energy. And I don't want that for you guys. You guys deserve so much more. Can I get some clarification? Thank you. The King. Okay. Clarification on the King. Perfect. Again, you got... Okay. You got the Six of Wands in victory. You guys are meant to be victorious. You are meant to do so much more in your life. And with the suspension, which is basically hangman energy, right? Which is a Piscean card. It is change your perspective. Change the way you're viewing things, because how you're viewing things is going to change this entire dynamic. It's going to be what literally sets you free. Make peace with the fact that you're not going to know everything. There are some things... Somebody told me once, when I was coming into my spirituality, they were like, you can't know everything. If Source, Universe, God, Spirit, you know, your divine team, your divine spiritual team, if they told you everything, what would be the purpose of living life? You already know everything that's going to happen. You have no motivation for anything. Make peace with the secrets. Make peace with the fact that some things are going to elude you. And that's fine. It's okay. And I feel like you guys are coming, if not coming, you will come to a point where you're like, you know what? I don't have to know where this is going, but I trust, right? I trust that everything is working out in my favor. Can I get a clarification on the vision, please? Is there more? Yes, there's more. Okay. Okay. Don't be afraid of this. There's fear right now. Okay. There's something about fear of endings. How do I explain that? With every ending, there's a beginning, right? Something may seem or feel like it's ending, but that only means it's ending because it's time for you to start something else. There's nothing for you to be afraid of. Literally, Spirit's like, I got you. I got you. Take this leap of faith on me. Take this leap of faith on me. I will lead you to victory. There's literally, I'm hearing the only way out is up. Like, trust that I'm not going to tell you everything right now. Everything will come to you when it needs to come to you. But as long as you trust me and you see things from, if not just your normal perspective, all perspective, or at least one different perspective, victory will be yours, because that means that you're open to me. That means you're allowing me in. Thank you. Thank you. You're allowing me to put you in the position where you embody this king energy. You embody this, I take action from an enlightened place. Holy shit. Instead of a place of fear. Yo, Spirit is speaking to somebody. You hear me? I don't know who this is. But Spirit wants you to know, we want you to lead, but we want you to lead from a place of enlightenment, not a place of fear. Whew. Whew. Come on, can I get some for the vision, please? Can you clarify the vision? They're like, not the vision, memory. Okay. Memory having to do with a woman. There's something about a memory. It's a negative memory having to do with a female. That they need you to change perspective on. On the bottom of the deck, you guys got the Root of Fire, which is the Ace of Wands in reverse. Wands is a card of action. I'm hearing there's something about you saw a place, or you saw a slow down, please. Slow down. You saw a need for whatever this dynamic is with this female that's kind of fucked up. Your way of thinking. Again, this can be a mother, sister. It's a female, it's a feminine. You know what? We'll do this. It's a feminine energy. I keep wanting to say female, so maybe it is a female. Dealings or relationship with a woman. This is an older woman. I'm going to say, I'm hearing 38 to 45 age-wise. There was some type of dealing with a woman, and I'm also now hearing late 60s potentially. 55 to late 60s. So I guess there's different groups of you. But anyway, there's something about, there was an opportunity for you to take action towards this female that has mentally caused distress. Oh, my back. That has mentally caused distress, or that has mentally distorted how you view things. There was an opportunity for you to take action, but there was fear. And so you chose instead to not take the action out of fear of what would happen if you actually did. I'm hearing speak up for yourself. Advocate for yourself. Right? Okay. This message is powerful. They're still talking about it. They want you to see, I'm hearing there's a lot of blame on this female, but there's also not, I'm hearing what actions, they want you to get rid of the illusions behind what happened within this situation. they want you to see that. And then they're also saying, was there, equal give and take in this situation? Were you giving as much as you were getting? Or were you getting as much as you were giving? There's an equal and opposite action for every reaction. There's an equal and opposite reaction. There's an equal and opposite reaction for every action. And what I'm hearing, a lot of tit for tat. A lot of tit for tat. Oh, you did this? Okay, fine. Fuck you. I'm going to do this then. But it's like, see, my cards don't want to come out anymore. I feel like I'm hitting like something serious. We're going to take that one. 8 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, you guys didn't walk away. What I'm hearing is like you saw the signs. You saw what was going on. You felt it. And you're like, this is my time to walk away. But instead, you were like, no, I don't know what's on the other side of me walking away. And so you continue to repeat these cycles. But every time you repeated these cycles and you chose not to walk away, it put you further and further into the ego of the king. And it brought you down into the darker. It's like when you met this person, you were probably about like right here, right? But for every time Spirit showed you now's the time to walk away and you didn't, every single time you continue or you chose to continue to repeat the cycle, you just kept going darker and darker until you became more of the ego of this king, this king energy instead of the highest vibrational embodiment, the divinely led king. You became the shadow led king. Thank you, Spirit. I needed to help. And it's what I'm hearing is it's a lot easier to blame somebody else. I don't think this is for all Scorpios. I think this is for a select few Scorpios, but this is Scorpios that are wanting to move forward. What else you got for Scorpios? You want to tell me more about? Okay. So instead of walking away, what you did, I'm sorry, here you go, you got respite. What you did is you dug yourself into something that you felt would be more fulfilling, that you can get instant gratification from. Something that as long as you gave it your all, it was, oh shit, I don't mean to stutter, I apologize. It was guaranteed satisfaction. It was like, give me a second on this one. It was like, what I'm seeing is like, okay, I can't stand being at home. So I'll pick up more shifts at work. If I pick up more shifts at work, I'll make more money. More money will make me happy because then I'll be able to do more. So instead of dealing with the problem itself, you chose to, it was an attempt, right? We're not gonna, no shade. It was like you chose to put the energy that should have been put towards you into something else. Instead of putting the energy into there's a certain, they're like self-advocating, self-empowerment, thank you. The energy of self-empowerment and saying, you know what, I know me and I know that I'm better than this, so I'm gonna walk the fuck away. Instead, you chose to stay and deal with it, or you had no choice but to stay and deal with it. And so you invested into something else. The energy that you should have been using to say, this is not for me, I can't do this, you either chose to or you were forced to put it into something else. But what that did was it put you in a very, very, can I say that? Yeah, okay. It put you in a very, very guarded masculine energy. It made it to where I'm hearing literally, whatever I can do to get out of this, whatever I can do, I don't care, whatever. You tell me what to do, I'll do it. But this is something that you need to see with the vision. This situation is coming up because this is something that you need to see, because this is unintentionally, potentially, what you are mirroring to other people. This need of this help me explain this, please. I want to make sure I use the right words. Can you help me explain what I'm feeling? Disharmony. It's like, because I'm so... because I'm so used to this type of experience, when I see anything that remotely resembles this experience, I automatically switch into this energy. Okay. Thank you. But in doing so, all I'm doing is depleting myself. That's literally what I'm hearing. All I'm doing is depleting myself by being in this energy, because I know it's not good for me. I see that it's not good for me, but experience is all I know. So instead, I'm going to choose to continue forward based off of how I've dealt with this in the past. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, I hope that makes sense for whoever it's worth. And this is why they want you to see... this is why they want you to see what it is specifically that you're not able to see. And this is why you need to let the past go. But remember the feelings of the past, because these are, to God be the glory, the betrayal, right? Betrayal. They want you to remember the feelings of what it's like to be betrayed. This was actually in reverse, sorry. But this is the feeling that I was getting. It's like, fuck, like, it's, here it is again. Here it is again, same story. Now I got to deal with this shit again. I thought we were done and over with this. You were, but because you chose to, it's like the same situation keeps showing up and you keep responding to the same situation in the same way, instead of saying, hey, this is what I always do. This is what has always happened. Let me try doing it this way. And let me see if that works for me. It's like they want you to see this. Whew, shit. And once you see it, that's when this is going to reverse, right? You're going to come out of this energy of constantly feeling betrayed, constantly feeling like everybody's against you. The need to be in this shadow king vibes. Whew. Scorpio, y'all is getting preached to right now by Spirit, and they want you to listen. When I tell you Spirit loves you so much, like, I'm actually getting very emotional, and I'm trying to keep my shit together so I can make sure I can give you the message. Spirit is like, I know what the fuck you've been through, and I want to take you out of this, but again, you have to trust in me. By you not trusting in me, this is how you continue to have these patterns, right? And it's more than just saying, yeah, I trust in Spirit. You gotta feel it. You gotta live in that fucking energy of, yes, you know what? I don't know what tomorrow's gonna bring, but I know that whatever it's gonna bring, Spirit's got my back, regardless of whatever comes my way. This is the energy that they want you to have, because this is how you're gonna get out of the cycle, to get all the things that are supposed to come to you. Can I get clarification on the mirror, please? Ooh, y'all are getting hyped now, because cards want to pop. They want to flip. All right. Two of Pentacles. Okay, let's see. All right, so you got the Page of Wands. Okay. Perfect. Judgment. Completion of cycles. All right. Seven of Swords. Okay, and you got the King of Swords. Perfect. I love this. Okay, so what I'm getting for you, right? When it comes to this mirror, seeing yourself as you are, right? What you're going to see is that you are somebody who has the ability to create whatever you want. Right now, it seems very minute because of everything that you've been through. So it's going to be kind of harder for you to see it in yourself. But they want you to know that by closing out whatever this cycle is for you, however this shoe fits for you, by closing out this cycle, you're actually closing out two cycles, and this is judgment. This is divine judgment. This is what they want from you. And it's going to open your eyes to things that you are choosing to stay blind to, even the good things, because there are good things and that are coming No, no, no. There are good things that are going on in your life right now, but it's almost like you're so consumed with this energy that you are unable to see what's working for you. And there's a lot working for you. You guys have a lot of wands. I'm not surprised with the swords. I'm going to be honest because, you know, swords are, to me, they're swords are normally, if I'm not mistaken, I believe swords are air signs. But air signs is all about, you know, the mind. And for Scorpio, it makes sense to me why Scorpios would have a lot of swords, because you guys are in your mind. You guys, the way you guys think, it's so profound. And I'm excited to see what you have to share for the world, because you guys are the King of Swords. You guys are the masters of the mind. That's what I think of when I see the King of Swords. It's I am the master of my mind, but in a non-toxic way. Your King of Swords is upright. Literally, it says the throne of knowledge. The throne of knowledge. Scorpio, you guys are the king. Literally, you are the king of the mind. Your job is to mentor those and how to harness the mind in a way that helps the world. In a way that helps the world. That's the easiest way that I can say that. You're meant for so much. And literally you going and having a conversation about what you've been through to somebody who's homeless and you don't even know their story, you could change that person's perception just off conversation, by how you are and how you speak about your experience, about how you say, you know what, I've been where you've been before. I've been homeless. I know what it feels like to be homeless. You know, these are things that I did. This is how I had to get my mind right. You know, whatever your story is, you know, that's just an example. If you have been homeless, I'm so sorry. I don't know where that came from either. But yeah, you guys, and then you got the Knight of Swords on the bottom, escape plan. I feel like I'm literally hearing, once you've mastered, and it's not just the thoughts, but it's also the emotions behind the thoughts. And I don't mean in a toxic way, like, all right, whenever I think about the situation, I'm gonna be like, fuck it, fuck that person, you know, they don't even exist to me anymore. It's nothing like that. It's okay when people who emulate this cycle come up in my life and this emotion comes up, I know it's because there's something here that I need to work on. Because I'm going to tell you, if you guys don't master this will be something that comes up. You're going to see whatever this dynamic is, you're going to continue to see with similar people. I'm hearing every person, but it's like not every person. It's going to be specific people. So if you're part of the group that had like the, what is it, 45 to fuck, I don't remember, 38 to 45 or something like that. Women within the ages of 35 to 38 to 45 are going to emulate this cycle. Late 50s or early 50s, 55 to late 60s are going to emulate this cycle, and you're going to see it in everybody because it's spirit saying, hey, I'm mirroring back to you this pain, this hurt, this situation, because this is something I need you to work on so that I can give you the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. That's what I'm hearing specifically, because they're like, you have abundance, like literally abundance waiting for you at the end of the situation. If it comes out, it comes out. But they're like, in order for you to receive this, there needs to be, I'm hearing radical acceptance. Maybe that's how some of you work. Maybe it's not. For some things, you know, it works for some people. For some people, it doesn't. I've been practicing the art of radical acceptance. I'm going to be honest with you. Some days it's easier than others. Some days, you know, it's challenging. But I feel like because you guys are the masters of the mind, radical acceptance may be something that's beneficial to you. However, you have to have the proof in order to radically accept. I hope that makes sense. What else do you have? Oh, my tummy. All right. I I actually really like these cards. The more that I use them. Anything else you got for Scorpio? All right, nope, they said we're done. They said that was the message. Okay, wait a minute. Sorry, I lied. I jumped the gun. Okay. Perfect, perfect. So, I'm sorry, excuse me. You got the Ace of Cups. You got the Four of Cups. And you got the Ten of Pentacles, right? They're like, don't worry about any new emotions coming up for the situation that you, like let's say for instance you're mad about it. Don't think that you're going to be mad about it, reevaluate the situation, and then all of a sudden you're going to be sad and it's going to depress you. And it's not like that. They just want you to sit and kind of meditate on the situation and why you react or respond the way that you respond, and how can you do something different, right? So they're saying, what I'm getting from this is, like, you don't have to worry about anything life-changing coming from you assessing these emotions. In fact, what you're going to see is that, like, yeah, there are some places where you might want to reevaluate how you're approaching your emotions when it comes to this situation. And when you do that, they're telling you right now, you're 10 of Pentacles, right? Prosperity, security, money in the bag is what I'm hearing. Like, there's nothing for you to worry about specifically is what Spirit is saying. They're like, just, what is that song? I don't know who's the Disney buff that's watching, because I'm hearing Trust in Me from the Jungle Book. But like, I know a snake is telling Mowgli this. I can't remember the snake's name. I'm so sorry. But he's hypnotizing him. He's like, trust in me, right? But Spirit's like, no, trust in me. I have your well-being in mind. I want nothing but the best for you. But in order for me to give you the best, I need you to give me something. No. In order for me to give you the universal best, you have to give me your best. And unfortunately, your best means revisiting, reevaluating, and reconsidering your emotions, thoughts, and feelings towards this situation, right? Yep. Okay, cool. All right. Closing thoughts, or excuse me, closing angel numbers for Scorpio, please. Words of encouragement for Scorpio. Words of encouragement for Scorpio, please. They're like, shuffle. Got it. Done and done. Perfect. 3. You guys did have a lot of 3s. Suspension was a 3 card, and I think you have one. I feel like you had more than one ace. You guys had a lot of 3s. 3s kept popping up for whatever reason. I kept seeing 3s, so maybe that's why. Anyway, I'm charismatic. Expression comes naturally to you. You're very skilled at communicating your thoughts through conversation and creative pursuits. You are able to get You are able to get others on board with your ideas. I am charismatic. Like, but you know this. You wouldn't have this king energy. I don't even know where to put this. You wouldn't have this king energy in you if, like, that. To me, I feel like, I guess that goes hand in hand. But with the divine, I feel like some of you might be channelers, is what I'm hearing. But you're like, you're not realizing that you're channeling. It's like you'll have an idea, or like you'll be in conversation with somebody and something will just kind of take over and you just start talking. But you're speaking from the divine. As a king, you're giving divine orders, or you're giving divine knowledge as the mentor. Something about a bird's eye view of the situation will help you a lot. Seeing the situation from more than just your perspective. 33. I am expanding. I told you, you guys have so much stuff coming to you. Any positive changes or projects you are considering right now will be worth your while. Expect that your power to manifest and create will be heightened. Again, once you guys, 333 on the dot, maybe you guys are seeing 333. It was actually 303 when I started pulling these cards. Threes to me are a divine number. All right, the Father, Son, the Holy Spirit, mind, body, soul, me, myself, I, like, that's 3. All right, they're like, we're here, we're with you, take this opportunity, trust in me, expand. I got you on everything else. Just, I need you to expand in this, in your vision of self, so that I can put you where I need you, so that you can get the most out of life. One more angel card, please. Can I get one more angel card? There's something, sorry, there's something about remembering the experience, but reminding yourself that not all experiences replay the same way. It's like, you can unintentionally cause somebody to experience the same feelings that you felt, even though you're not doing the exact same thing that was done to you. I hope that makes sense. Can I get one more card, please? One more card. They're like this one. Oh, you got 2. Okay. You're intuitive. You have keen awareness with this mirror. You have keen awareness of what is happening around you. A strong intuition is your gift and will help you understand the unspoken feelings and thoughts of others. This insight allows you to be a great guide and supporter. And then you also got the number 7. You possess a very refined mind and a deep urge to uncover life's mysteries. What did I say, Scorpio? Look, I'm trying to get in the camera, but it's not about me. This is about you. What did I say, Scorpio? Your mind is fucking powerful. Your ability to acquire vast knowledge on both the informal and the spiritual planes give you a greater awareness than most. I am brilliant. 7-Eleven. You guys are fucking phenomenal. You're absolutely amazing. And I'm telling you, Scorpios, if you guys thought this was a bash, please don't. I genuinely just want to help. I love Scorpio's energy, right? In all aspects, good and bad. You guys are amazing. And Spirit wants you to know how amazing you are, but they want you to trust in them just a little bit more. Because you're stopping them at a certain point. It's like you're halting the brakes because of this movement that you won't allow yourself to move forward. And they're like, no, you feel it. You know you need to move forward. And you feel, you know, what's happening. You know, you're brilliant. You're fucking brilliant. It literally says, I am brilliant, Scorpio. You're brilliant. Take that brilliance and use it for your highest and greatest good. Keep in mind, please, that this was a, collective reading. If you decide that you want a reading for yourself, my information is down below. I look forward to reading for you guys again. I'm going to be honest, I don't know when I'm coming back. I just kind of read and pull cards when Spirit calls me to read and pull cards. And today they got me reading for a lot of people. They have me reading for a lot of different zodiacs today. So, yeah, I pray that this message gave you what you needed to kind of get out of this stagnant energy. Again, if you feel called, please get a reading from me or any other reader that suits you. I love you guys. Thank you so much for your time. Have a good day. Bye.